Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day before starting the video. Please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital 2-week spoilers for May 26, June 6, 2025. See Willow Tate, Caitlin McMullen, scared as she should be, and Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna is going to snap, and Kristina Corinthos Davis, Kate Mancy is scrambling. So, on Monday, May 26th, happy Memorial Day, and they are airing an encore episode, a rerun from a few months back that has a few storylines relevant to several storylines this week. I'm not going to tell you everything that's happening on the episode. If you want to watch it, you can. But I'll tell you the ones that are important. There's a few. This was the episode where Sasha Gilmore, Sophia Matson, found out she was pregnant with Michael Corinthos' Rory Gibson child. And of course, he's just come back to Port Charles. And at this point, everybody thinks Sasha got pregnant by Jason Morgan, Steve Burton. But Michael may want to change that. So, that's important. Also, this was when Elizabeth Weber, Rebecca Herbst, and Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, found out that Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens Bruning, had hightailed it out of Turning Woods. Remember, she thought. Well, she overheard Cyrus Renaud, Jeff Kober, talking about taking her to, was it South Carolina? That was when Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, picked her up as a hitchhiker with no idea she was Dante's ex-wife. And of course, that's important because Lulu and Cody have come a long way since then. And now Lulu has got him scheming with her, and it's going to bite them both in the butt. This episode also had scenes of Ava Jerome, Maura West's trial, when Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst, pushed Kristina on the stand to admit her fall was an accident. And Ava's acquittal, of course, laid the groundwork for Kristina to cut those brake lines, nearly killing Liz and Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst, leaving her mom, Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, paying blackmail to cover for her. Tuesday, May 27th. We are going to pick back up with fresh storylines because on Friday, Michael scooped up Wiley Corinthos, Viren Weaver, like fresh off the nurses' ball stage, and was walking out with him. He's taking him to Carly Corinthos Spencer's, Laura Wright. He's not even playing games. He came into town hot and mad. Willow and Drew Kane Quartermain, Cameron Matheson, try to follow. They want to get Wiley back, but Jason gets in the way and tells his twin brother and his piece, "Don't try and follow Michael." Jason ominously tells them that would be a bad idea. I don't know if that's actually going to stop Drew, but we'll see. Meanwhile, Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros, runs over and begs Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Benar, to help. Nina's desperate for Sonny to get Michael to compromise with Willow over the kid. She knows that it's an issue. Carly is amping things up, so Nina's looking to smooth the way, but Sonny was trying to blame it on Nina and said it was just craziness. Anyway, Cody is feeling very guilty and remorseful on Tuesday's episode and tells Lulu they didn't do this right. She may start to see that now that Lois Cerullo, Rena Sofer, told Lulu that BLQ, Amanda Seton, had no idea it was Gio Palmieri, Giovanni Mazza. Lulu had this whole idea in her head, because of her grudge, and she just didn't play this right. Plus, Lois is in the hot seat with everybody. She's going to have to answer to an outraged Brooklyn Quartermain, Amanda Seton, on Tuesday, among others, including Dante, who comes spoiling for a confrontation. Olivia Falconeri, Lisa Locicero, and Ned Quartermain, Wally Kurth, are going to come for her. Brooklyn told Lois she will never forgive her for hiding her son under her nose. Dante was pretty much ready to pounce on BLQ for keeping this secret, but then he overhears her ranting at Lois, and that kind of gives him a new perspective, and he's going to take some heat off of what he has to say to Brooklyn. Sasha, meanwhile, is a bundle of nerves, and someone calms her down. And it's likely Michael who eases Sasha's anxiety, and he may tell her, "Don't sweat that subpoena from Rick. Now that he's back, Michael's going to deal with all of that." He doesn't want her worried. Trina Robinson, Tabiana Ali and Kai, Jen's Austin Astrup, are making out after the ball, and he asks if she's sure. Looks like they are getting intimate this week, and Tracy Quartermain, Jane Elliott, tells somebody, "Stop right where they are." Looks like she comes up on Emma Scorpio Drake, Braden Bruner, and Gio. He's packed and ready to run, and Emma's ready to go with him. Gio feels rejected, alone, unloved, and ready to put these liars in his rear view. But Tracy's not going to let her great-grandson go. Then on Wednesday, May 28th, we've got Brooke Lynn and Dante worried and desperate to find their son Gio and explain things. This is going to be a hard sell, but they are innocent in this. You know, Brooke Lynn knew a little, Dante knew nothing. He was totally in the dark, and definitely nobody rejected him. Meanwhile, Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, has to make a confession, and he may come clean to Dante that, yeah, sorry, I've known for a while that my wife was pregnant with your child back when you were teenagers. Chase is in a really hard spot. He cares about Dante. He loves Brooke Lynn, and they talked about this a lot. And with it being a closed and private adoption, they didn't think there was any way to find the kid. So they rationalized not telling. Dante and, of course, none of them had any clue it was Gio. That's all on Lois and Gloria Cerullo, Ellen Travolta. Michael gets a warm reunion with the Corinthos family. Everybody was thrown for a loop when he showed up at the nurses' ball. He didn't give Carly, Sonny, or anybody much a heads up that he was coming home. It looks like Jason was the only one that got a warning call. Nina confides in Maxie Jones. Kirsten storms, and I'm sure it's about all the Drew, Michael, Wiley drama. On Thursday, May 29th, Trina and Kai take things to the next level. Ned and Brooke Lynn have a heart-to-heart, and Ned is finally going to get the whole story from BLQ about her teen pregnancy and why she never told him. Dante lashes out and confronts Lulu. She blew up lives. Instead of handling this in a more reasonable way, she's got a lot of explaining to do, and Dante probably going to accuse her of targeting Brooke Lynn and devastating Gio instead. Michael catches up with Jason and Sasha has some advice for Cody. Then on Friday, May 30th, Alexis gets together with Kristina and Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson. And I'm sure they're going to be plotting for a way to keep Kristina out of prison while stopping the Ava and Rick blackmail payments. Curtis Ashford, Donald Turner, has some doubts. Liz and Laura Spencer, Jeannie Francis, catch up on Friday, and Ava has some advice for Nina. Michael is talking to Sasha and has a request for her. The week of June 2nd through the 6th, we are going to have Lulu desperate for Dante to forgive her. Now, Lulu was repeatedly warned that this was going to come back around and bite her. And yeah, it has. In addition to Dante, lots of people are upset with Lulu. Dante already told her he loved her but can't be with her, and now she has widened that gap. I don't feel bad for her. Kristina tries to find a solution, but Alexis already demanded that her daughter not tell Sonny and said it would make things worse. But Kristina might do it anyway, even though the best solution is for her to take accountability and not let Alexis cover for her or Sonny either. Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, is pleading with Curtis, and of course, she's terrified she is going to lose him. But even if Portia talks him down, the ketamine reveal is still looming. So Portia is only buying a little more time, because she's just a repeat offender with lying to her husband. Michael adjusts to being back in Port Charles. We'll have to wait and see if he goes back over to the Quartermains to move into the gatehouse, or if he sticks with Carly while he heads into this custody battle. We'll see if Willow can talk him down. But I think her living with Drew is a deal-breaker since Michael wants Drew to pay. Michael may be more amenable to talking to Willow, but there is no way he is going to accept her taking the kids to Washington, D.C. Now, Michael may be more flexible as long as she agrees they don't leave town, because I do think he's going to want to be part of Sasha's baby's life. Meanwhile, Curtis and Michael do a lot of catching up, and Sonny is going to be pushing to find the firebomber at last. He needs this info before he can decide on whether he'll sell the Piers to Sidwell, Carlo Rhoda, or not. Port Charles simmers with secrets and emotional shockwaves as Willow fears for her life. Dante finally cracks under the pressure, and Kristina's carefully laid plans spiral into chaos. Meanwhile, Nina makes a risky move. Jason finds himself in a moral crossroads, and a familiar face returns to shake up the Quartermain world. Week of May 26th. May 30th. Desperation, discoveries, and danger Willow's fears mount. Is her health crumbling again? Just as life seems to be stabilizing for Willow, a dizzy spell at the hospital sends up red flags. Though she initially brushes it off as stress, Michael urges her to get checked. When blood work raises concerns, Willow secretly spirals, terrified that her cancer may have returned. She keeps Michael in the dark at first, not wanting to disrupt their family's fragile peace. But when she collapses during a staff meeting at GH, Monica takes control and pushes for an urgent full workup. The results won't be immediate, but Willow's worst fear is now front and center. Is her second chance at life slipping away? Dante spirals, guilt and pressure take their toll. The weight of secrets, betrayals, and blurred loyalties pushes Dante to the brink. Ever since Jason's return, Dante has wrestled with the truth about who really betrayed the PCPD during the Pikeman mess. He's haunted by choices he made, especially those involving Dex and the chain of command in Sunny's world. Tension builds when Dante lashes out at Sam during a heated argument, accusing her of never truly understanding what it means to carry a badge. Sam is shocked and hurt, and Dante storms out, taking off on his motorcycle to clear his head, only to wind up drinking alone at the High Cider, where a bar brawl nearly breaks out. Sunny steps in and delivers tough love, warning Dante he's on a dangerous path, just like his old man. But will Dante listen? Kristina's plans derail. Excited about her new surrogacy journey and bonding more with Molly and TJ, Kristina starts to feel confident she's finally found her purpose. But when she gets an unexpected call from the clinic about a complication involving her embryo transfer, her world tilts. Even worse, an angry outburst from Sunny, fueled by his escalating instability, makes Kristina question whether her father is emotionally safe to be around once the baby arrives. Alexis, sensing a storm coming, tries to mediate between her daughters, but even she can't stop what's coming next. A public meltdown between Kristina and Molly over parenting expectations and boundaries. Jason's dilemma: Sunny or justice? Jason continues to struggle with his role in Sunny's empire versus the oath he made to protect Carly and keep Port Charles safe. He begins to work behind the scenes with Anna, feeding her partial intel to take down pikemen, but his double life grows increasingly dangerous. Carly confronts Jason when she suspects he's withholding something major, especially when Ava drops a cryptic comment about loyalty coming at a price. Jason doesn't deny it, but he warns Carly, "You don't want to know what I've had to do to keep everyone breathing." Nina crosses the line, still frozen out of Willow and Michael's lives. Nina makes a bold move. She uses her media contacts at Crimson to publish a flattering exposé on Willow's work with cancer patients, hoping it will warm her daughter's heart. Instead, it backfires. Willow sees it as manipulative and self-serving. When Nina confronts her at the hospital, Willow snaps, "You don't get to use my recovery as a PR stunt." The verbal blow hits Nina hard, and as she leaves GH in tears, Valentine watches from a distance, regret flickering in his eyes. Brooke Lynn's surprise visitor. Just when Brooke Lynn thinks she and Chase can finally plan their future in peace, an old flame returns. Someone from her music industry days with a shocking offer and a surprising confession. Brooke Lynn may still own partial rights to a song topping the charts. A song connected to Blaze. As Chase grows suspicious of the mystery man, sparks fly between Blaze and Kristina, though they're quickly doused when Blaze discovers Kristina's been keeping major things from her. Week of June 2nd. June 6th. Collisions. Confessions and cliffhangers. Willow's test results are in after days of anxiety. Willow is called into GH for her test results. She brings Michael along, but the doctor's words leave her speechless. Though not cancer, she's diagnosed with a rare post-transplant complication that could jeopardize her long-term health. Willow tries to stay strong, but she's terrified. Michael offers unconditional support. But this time, Willow wonders if she needs to face part of this battle alone. She confides in Elizabeth, who encourages her not to carry the burden silently. Dante reaches a breaking point, haunted by a mysterious, encrypted message discovered on his PCPD computer, one only Jason could have left. Dante corners Jason at Pier 55. The confrontation is explosive. Did you betray the badge, or are you just too far gone to care anymore? Jason tries to defuse him, but Dante throws a punch, finally releasing months of rage and betrayal. Anna interrupts before things escalate further, but her presence only complicates things. She's forced to choose between protecting Jason's cover or suspending Dante for misconduct. Kristina faces a crisis. The clinic confirms that Kristina's embryo was lost during transfer, leaving her devastated. She withdraws from her family, feeling like a failure and questioning whether she was ever meant to be a parent. Blaze tries to comfort her, but Kristina lashes out, accusing her of not really understanding what this meant. In a stunning twist, Kristina learns from the clinic that a backup embryo was stored due to a clerical error, and it may still be viable. But can Kristina emotionally endure another round? Ava makes a dangerous alliance. Ava, growing more paranoid about Sunny's behavior, approaches Valentin with a proposal. Team up to neutralize Sunny before he burns everything down. Valentin is wary, but when Sunny violently confronts Ava at the Metro court over Avery's schedule, Valentin changes his mind. They begin plotting behind closed doors, unaware that Sunny's already watching them, and planning revenge. Carly gets a mysterious message. Just as she's about to leave for a business trip, Carly receives a cryptic package at her door. Inside is a photograph of Morgan, aged up, altered, and marked with a message. Alive isn't. The same as safe. Stunned and shaken, Carly calls in help, from Brick. But is this a cruel hoax? Or something far more dangerous? Quartermain chaos Ned and Olivia face turmoil when Leo gets into trouble at school for defending a classmate against a teacher. As they investigate, they realize the teacher may have ties to someone from Ned's past. Meanwhile, Tracy stirs up chaos when she backs Lucy Coe in a surprising move to take over Deception, igniting war with Brooklyn and Maxie. Coming in mid-June. Secret romance is exposed. A death rocks Port Charles. A new mob player sets their sights on Sunny's territory. Someone disappears, and only Jason knows why. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our GH News 24 YouTube channel for more update news.